Today I will show you how to knit an easy seamless reversible hat on the Passap. First, make sure the racking handle is in its highest position. Raise 76 needles on the front bed, 38 to the left and 38 to the right side of 0. Place the edge springs on the last working needles. Now raise 76 needles on the back bed. The needles must be opposite to each other. Now arrange the needles on both beds in 1-to-1 division. Then arrange the rest of the working needles in 1-to-1 division again and place the edge springs on the last working needles. That is called a dirty cast on. If you want to see more on that topic, click on the info card in the upper right corner. Now set both locks to CX and the stitch size to 1. Insert the black strippers and take the yarn. I'm using 2 different color strands of acrylic yarn. Knit 2 rows and raise the needles on both beds so they are arranged in 1-to-1 division. You can use the orange ruler to raise the needles. Don't forget to put the edge springs on the last working needles. Increase the stitch size to 4 on both sides of the lock and knit 2 rows. Tap on the needles to tighten the yarn. Increase the stitch size to 5 on both sides of the lock and knit 30 rows. Tap on the needles to tighten the yarn when knitting the first few rows. Tell me which is your favorite hat for the winter. Also tell me, do you like to see a tutorial for a ski hat on the Passap? Now clear the row counter and raise all 76 needles on both beds of the machine. Don't forget to place the edge springs on the last working needles. Now knit 200 rows. At this point you can change the color and knit 200 rows with the second one to make the brim. And now you can use the third color so the hat will be different on each side. Start at the rightmost needle on the front bed and transfer the stitches in 1-to-1 division. Then do the same on the back bed but start from the leftmost stitch. Don't forget to support me by liking the video. I will be happy to see a photo of your hat on my Facebook page. Put all empty needles on both beds out of working position. Now knit 34 rows with the last color that you have used. Take the yarn from the lock and cut it. Thread it into the double-eye bodkin 2 and sew off the stitches. Start from the rightmost stitch on the front bed. You can take one or several stitches at the same time. When you take the last stitch on the front bed, start taking the stitches on the back bed from left to right. Now that's the hat right after you take it from the machine. It's 54 centimeters or 21 inches in length. And 24 centimeters or 9.4 inches in width. Now fold it in half as shown in the video. Pull one of the tails to gather the end. Then thread it into a needle and sew the end closed. Don't cut the yarn tail. Take the other tail and pull it to gather the end. Now tie both tails together. I will make several knots. Now thread the ends into a needle and hide them between both layers of the hat. You can cut them short. Now the hat is ready. You can use both sides as a right side. By the way, if you're using different color strands, you have to know that when knitting tubular, the yarn will change its directions and that will be visible on the hat. The hat will look different on each side. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day and see you in my next video.